think Ireland displayed what we all kind of knew about them. Everyone is expecting Ireland to be one of the favorites going into the World Cup, and they did exactly what we were expecting them to do. Their
Yep.
basics, they do their basics extremely well. They're on New Zealand's level with execution of basic skills. So whether that be your pass straight out in front, running onto the ball, depth, all the little interplays, the forwards did so well with their little tip passes or out the back. I think Bundy Aki's one his try was because the forward's little interplay, and instead of playing him out the back, saw that the defender had already shot, played the short ball. Mahani's gone through and has played Bundy Aki. And it's Bundy Aki was running the back ball, and for him
Yep.
then to adjust to go and play to be that next supporting player. Just little things like that. They clean out, so effective at clean outs. They stretch teams really well. I want to touch on this Ringrose try because it was every single bit of play, anything that you can think about having leading up to a try was in this play. They took the ball wide, they brought it back with forwards that were interplaying in between each other. There was out the back balls, there was offloads, there was running from depth, there was skip passes, there was an inside ball, there was a fucking cross kick, there was a collect from the cross kick, a step, handoff, there was everything you can think of having in
a try
set of play to lead up to a try for this, and they all executed it beautifully. And it was set because I wrote, Ringrose was caught the ball where Hansen would have been as the winger. Hansen was standing behind. He's obviously got a better boot than Ringrose because he hit the cross kick. So he's shifted in off the second, third phase to get the ball behind the forwards to cross kick. So him and Ringrose swapped, and Ringrose has caught it. And man, it's beautiful.
It just shows a team full of confidence that back themselves, that back each other as well. More importantly than yourself, back the players around you, and they're full of confidence, mate. That's a sort of situation. If England tried that, they dropped the ball on the first pass. Currently on form without even messing around. That's what would happen. But Ireland are just in this rich vein of form, and they're backing each other. They're backing themselves. They've got a great coach. They've got great defense, great attack, great mix in that team now of old and new. And that was an insane try. And again, like the box at the moment, mate, is there any, would you want to be in any better form going into a World Cup as Ireland?
Exactly.
There's some standout nations at the moment, mate, and I think it's going to come down to those at the end. But yeah, Ireland are great to watch, man. They're just a great team to watch. Bundy Aki in the centre, just having that, and he's got wheels on him as well for a big lad, man. He can move. What can I say? They just, again, as a whole, they just dominated England. But that was
a few standout players. I think they too, I got a little bit of flack for saying it about the Scottish players that there was the South African guys that I was backing. But in Ireland's team, it's the Kiwi boys, man. And Jamison Gibson Park and James
Park,
are fucking outstanding for them. So Gibson Park's service is up there. I'm saying now is up there with Aaron Smith. He's so quick, and his ball, the passing is always out in front every single time. He's so quick to get to the ball, so quick.
Yeah, I've got Gibson Park. I've written down the names here: Dan Sheehan, which we'll get to. Gibson Park, Aki, Henshaw. Like the same names, but you touch on Gibson Park though. You watch Aaron Smith's passing, his technique, passing wise, he throws his hands towards a target, and he does that consistently throughout the whole game. And you watch his service, and it is on point. Like you just said, mate, Gibson Park's service, different technique, but just nails it, mate. Like if you wherever you put your hands, he'll hit you, and off both hands. And I've played with some great nines, and you can still tell the difference in power off their left compared to their right. You can see with especially Aaron Smith, but Gibson Park now as well. There's no weakness there. I reckon at training, or if you were to ask him, there's no weak side of his play. It's just, this is what I do. I pass the ball with my left and right. That's it.
Every time. And I just love how he must be one of the fittest. He'd be the fittest in that team for sure, because he's at every single breakdown. He's there. Any penalties, any quick throws, any quick taps, he's there.
again, Gibson Park hasn't been around for a great deal of time, but he's definitely one of, he just stands out for me. I think it's the name as well. Gibson Park's a pretty
Yeah,
cool name, but like
yeah.
he's a great player to watch.
And I think James Lowe gets my shout because he's not necessarily the fastest winger. He's a big boy, so he can like obviously stands up for his own, gets through
Yeah.
tackles. He's strong, but he's got
Mhm.
that left boot. That's again that we
Yeah.
talk about having the right boot and a left boot, and he's so important just to get. And
Yeah.
he can kick the fucking leather off a ball as well. So they use it
Yeah.
a lot with that, and you'll see most teams. It's like guys will get the nod over someone else for the amount of tools they have in their toolkit. And like adding that a winger is a left footer, but not just a left footer, he can actually kick the ball is
Yeah.
a massive tool to have in your toolkit.